Well, another way to think of this is like the hybrid, which I think you're talking about. Coca-Cola sells through millions of stores up and down the street. Like they actually have a pretty large e-commerce business selling to, so the kind of the service is not just truck rolls to the small stores. They now actually do a lot through Salesforce and other platforms around how they engage millions of stores around the world. Or I did some work for Lego on B2B experience. Basically, how do you optimize the experience for store owners?
Right. So with B2B, it's about the partnership, which is very different than consumer, that there truly is a two-way dialogue. And as much as companies might say that their customers are part, on the consumer side, customers are part of the experience, it's sort of true. But with B2B, there truly is a two-way dialogue where both companies benefit by accelerating and expanding the relationship, right? Also, because so much more money is at stake, there's a lot of ramifications of that. Like one, with B2B, the expectations are just so much higher and there's so many more players involved. With consumer, you buy a pair of sneakers, end of story. But when the store is buying, there's going to be procurement and all kinds of different roles involved in the experience. And like I say, the expectation is just that much higher because it's thousands or millions of dollars, not a $500 pair of shoes.
I think you make a great point that, like, when we talk about the voice of the customer, with the consumer, we're talking about, like, what was their experience when they check out of a hotel or when they finish an e-commerce purchase or they finish a flight. And increasingly, we can engage them during the journey versus after. With B2B, the value bundle, the voice of the customer is really about getting at the value and bundle, whether your value prop is landing with the customer and whether you're delivering on your brand promise, which has a whole lot of extra stuff in the profit service chain that are relevant for how you, whether you actually deliver on that.